Hey guys, all right, so this is our first official small group reading. Now, today you are reading the story. Did you read the title? Where They Live. So you can see here that we have people on the cover. Does it look like they live in the same location? I don't think so. So we're about to find out where they live and perhaps find out why these two very different people are standing next to each other. Can you point to the author, please? Her name is Kristen Kishore, and then it is illustrated. What is an illustrator? An illustrator is the person who draws the pictures. Bob Bruger. Here are some of the words that you studied for your flashcards. Okay, please read this page. Pause me, read the page, and then unpause me so that I can read it to you, and we'll check to make sure that you were understanding. Tom and little Tip live on a farm. Please read this page now. Tom and Tip came from the farm. Help! Get us back! Where did they go? It looks like they went to the city. Now please read this page. Pam and little Mops live in town. Sometimes a city can be called town, to go into town. Please read this page. Pam and Mops came from town. Help! Get us back! Oh, they're not used to the farm. Please read this page now. Tom and Tip use a blue tractor. Pam and Mops use a cab. They like where they live. Where people live. Now, this part of the story is a nonfiction part, and so I'll just read it to you. So take a look at this actual photograph of a place where people live. People live in the city, in the country, in deserts, in the mountains, and in the jungle. People live all over the earth. Some places have many people. Some places do not have many people. Where do you live? Do many people live there? I think so. All right. So now what you need are these two pages. Here's the first one. Okay, and you also need a pencil. And then I have my crayons out. You can use markers. You can use whatever you'd like. All right, today we're going to be talking about the characters and the setting. The characters are the people or the main, generally people, the main parts of the story. It can be a person or a character, can be an animal. So think of Sam Come Back. The main characters are Sam, and he's a cat. Okay, and then the second part they tell you about is the setting. The setting is where the story takes place. So that means you have to answer these questions. Is the setting now, present, in the past, in the future? Is it under the water? Is it on the moon? Is it in a jungle? Decide where the story took place. So, question 1. Draw where Tom and Tip like to be. Show how Tom and Tip feel. So inside this box, I'd like you to draw the setting for Tom and Tip. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause my video so that I can draw, and you should pause yours so you could do the same. And don't forget to draw how they feel. Ta-da! Okay, so here are Tom and Tip. You can see how they are feeling, and they like to live in the setting of a farm or the country setting. So that's where I drew them. So number 2 asks us to draw where Pam and Mops like to be. Show how Pam and Mops feel. So remember, if you need to be reminded about Pam and Mops, you can also go back in the video and go and find a page where we learned about Pam and Mops, and then you can draw from there. See you in a moment. Okay, so here we have Pam and Mops, and they're standing outside of their expensive hotel or restaurant. I'm not sure where it was, but and you can see how they feel in their location. So if you remember, though, if they traded places, that their feelings changed drastically, didn't they? All right. So now we're on to page 2. So what we're going to do is I'm going to explain to you how to do it, and I'm going to have you read it, and then you're going to pause and complete the paper, and then I'll pause and complete mine, and when you turn back on the video, it'll be magically with all the correct answers, and then you get to check yours. But I want you to try to finish this on your own first. Don't do this by watching mine. I want you to try yourself first. So number 1, see how this word is all confusing? That's because it's actually backwards. And the letters are in the wrong position. So what we're going to do is we need to look at each of those letters and decide which word they actually mean to say. Pam and Mops come blank the town. So you need to decide what word fits here. That is this word, unscrambled. Now look at this word, all scrambled up. They will blank in a cab. What will they do in the cab? Okay, scramble. There are too many cars here. I'll give you a hint. This is something that Tom would have said. All right. Number 4, circle the words that sound like blue, Sue, tub, glue. Circle the words that sound like blue, Sue, tub, glue. Circle the word that has a vowel that says its name. Little, help, use. Number 6, circle the word that has a double consonant. A consonant is not a vowel, so a vowel is A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y. So in the middle, we're looking for a word that has 2 consonants in the middle. So it is not A, E, I, O, U, or Y. It is a word that has 2 of the same letters in the middle, doubles. That is not one of these. Okay, pause, finish your work, then come back to mine, and you'll see that I'll have completed my paper. Okay, here are the answers. You can pause it so that you can check yours. Make sure you don't get tricked by number 4. All right, great work, guys. See you in the next video.